The delegate from Newport News, Delegate Price.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
Delegate Price, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. I hope you enjoyed the Labor Day holiday with your mask and social distancing, or maybe you gathered virtually to celebrate. But I did want to take a moment to say thank you to those who work hard every day in the Commonwealth. Thank you to anyone who has been working to keep us safe, to deliver our mail and important packages, to keep us healthy, and so much more that is happening on the front lines during this pandemic. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you also to our teachers and school staff who have had to be creative and flexible beyond belief in order to make this year successful for all involved. We wish them an amazing school year with patience, safety, and support this very different school year. And I wanted to offer congratulations to those making history with labor unions in new areas like journalism, making sure that the people remain informed. Labor Day this year was a little different than even just 2 years ago, Madam Speaker. Back in 2018, it was around Labor Day that we received the Oxfam report that rated Virginia as dead last in the nation as they assessed our policies and practices toward workers. But this year, we made progress protecting, supporting, and encouraging Virginia's working families. With labor's advocacy efforts and our reframing the conversations to center on workers' experiences and needs, we passed meaningful legislation for a minimum wage increase, allowing for collective bargaining and project labor agreements, establishing a Bill of Rights, enacting responsible contractor policies, allowing for a prevailing wage, improving workers' compensation, enacting more worker protections for the workplace, removing more excluded categories from the minimum wage, and fighting wage theft and fighting workplace discrimination. And now, during this special session, we are working to make our communities better with a paradigm shift to equitable public safety for all zip codes. We have also made it easier for working Virginians to cast their votes safely for the upcoming election. Additionally, we are passing legislation that keeps working families in their homes as we seek to prevent evictions and foreclosures every day, but especially during this health and economic crisis. So this Labor Day, I hope our friends in labor felt a sense of encouragement as they start to see change happening, as they see their work being appreciated and valued, not just in words, but in policy as well. And of course, we have more to fix and more legislation to pass. We can show workers we care with paid sick leave, especially during a global pandemic. We need to accelerate their ability to make a livable wage so that one job is enough to make ends meet. We need to make sure that our workers have access to affordable, quality health care. And Madam Speaker, we need to make sure that as the pandemic impacts the types of jobs that are available, that we continue to create pathways to the workforce for a sustainable future. And we need to make sure workers have the right to join a union for better outcomes in their employment. And finally, Madam Speaker, as we are creating this future that working families in Virginia deserve, we have to acknowledge the systemic racism that impacts millions of workers across the Commonwealth from being able to thrive economically, educationally, and physically. We have to continue to fight intentionally and fervently against any vestiges of race-based discrimination that haunt Black, Indigenous, and people of color workers, and we can't continue to criminalize working class struggles while simultaneously paying people below a living wage. A family's ability to earn, save, and thrive is of utmost importance to their quality of life, especially as we navigate through this uncertain time. Madam Speaker, I would urge the body to know now is not the time for comfort zones, loopholes, silos, self-interest, and policies based on Band-Aid solutions. Millions of workers across Virginia need us to have courage to take the bold actions to keep them safe, healthy, and secure. Our Commonwealth's ability to be a great place for our amazing workers and a great place for business is not mutually exclusive. We can be a great place for both. So thank you to our friends who labor for all you do for our Commonwealth, for our communities, and for our economy, and for the people who your work impacts on a daily basis. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Delegate Price.